में मीटिंग स्टार्ट हो गई है।
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
I'm good.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, Alhamdulillah.
Good evening.
Good evening, Asil.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I was invited to be general evaluator.
Great.
Good evening, Toastmaster Vermit. Long time no see.
Good evening.
See
How
you,
are
Asil.
you?
I'm good. Long time no
And
see.
thank you for taking it up at this last minute.
You're most welcome. I had nothing to do at that time.
That's good. Good for us, actually.
I have too much free time.
And you utilizing that well. So works for both of us, right?
Thanks. You guys get a
How's
general
things with you?
benefit. Sorry?
How's your holidays going? The Eid vacation.
Yeah, it was good. It's good.
Good.
I had a family outing yesterday.
Oh, good. Eid Mubarak to you.
To you too.
Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Thank you. Okay, I have a request, Meet and Shiraz. I have lost all my contacts and all the pictures and most of the things from my phone. So if you guys can send me a few contacts, I'm not even sure who's missing from my list. Some of them I've got from the group, but then I think many are still missing. So in case, like, just send me a few.
Sure, sure. Where are others?
Joining on their way. Actually,
Okay.
this month still some of us fast after the Eid.
Oh,
So yeah, like
oh,
Faiza today she's fasting, so she'll join.
okay. Actually, I think so. No one expected that curfew will
Open. Yes.
open. I think
Good
so.
evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, how are you all? This
Good, good.
background we are to keep blue.
I have this background, so I'm using this one because I am in my daughter's room. My kids are watching, so there I don't have a plain wall right now, and it's a mess.
Same here, same here. I am also in kids' room and I had this background. So let me check.
Can we switch to the
I
blue
am
one,
having-
Madhuri? In case I'm wearing
let,
white,
let
with
me
white
check
I
here.
just gel. If you can, or else okay, we'll change to the
Yes,
white one.
let me check. Let me check.
I can send it on the chat for everyone.
Yeah, please
I
share
think
it.
that.
Please
Let me do
allow
that.
me to share the screen. Huh?
Yes, and in fact, I'm
To me
gonna
also.
make you the host.
Okay. Hi, Anupma. Long time.
Hi everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Anupama is also having my background.
We are still in DTech.
Oh, we
Okay,
have to change the background.
Faria is
Okay.
here, so I'm
I
gonna
don't have.
make Faria the host.
I don't have this. Is it okay?
Send the background, please. Good
Yes, just give me a minute.
evening, everyone. Why did you
Good
make me the
evening.
host?
Because
I still can't make
I you still can't make post.
polls.
You can't make polls.
No,
Why not?
because
Shiraz
you're the
is
host.
here. I
The
think
first
I'll make
post will only have.
So do you want to log in through that account? Because I will be leaving.
Leaving?
I have guest at my place and I am in the room. So Anupama, I have sent the blue background. Can you use that one, please?
Where did you send?
In the chat, in the Zoom chat.
Zoom chat. Okay, let me check.
Okay, so Faiza is not here. the rest everyone is here. But I will start because we're already 5 minutes late. And I am the Sergeant at Arms today. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 60th meeting of SIMS Toastmasters Club. As this is an online meeting, since we are having this since a year now, I would request you all to continue keeping your videos open, so it's more of an interactive session. As Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing such topics. And when you are unmuting yourself, make sure that your phone is on silent or you do not have a lot of noise in your background. As everyone in their life has mission to achieve their goals, likewise, Toastmasters Club also have a mission, which I will read out to you all, and you all can repeat being mute. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And I'd like to thank all of you for being here and attending this meeting and making the most of whatever we have. And I'd like to thank Toastmaster Asil for taking up this role last minute. She is our GE for today. Welcome, Asil.
Thank you so much. We are both benefiting each other. You get a general evaluator, and I'm benefiting my extra time.
Excellent. So works both ways. That's great. And now let us put our hands together and welcome our dynamic leader. That is our president of the club. It's so good to talk good about yourself. That's myself. Thank you very much. And today I'm going to start with a thought, and this is a thought that I've been having throughout this week, which is that I've been praying hard. I've had a very rough start this week and not a very good one, and I've been a little low on that. But this is the thought and the prayer that I had in mind, which I want to share with you all, so that in case you guys go through something, and I hope it helps. So the thought is that, and the prayer is that I really wish the Almighty keeps us all safe, keeps our families, loved ones, near and far away, all safe, healthy, and that He gives us the strength to turn ourselves into that sponge who can take the negativity from around us. And when we are squeezed under the pressure of the situation or emotions, we are able to emit or release the positivity. Take in the negative and release the positivity. So I hope we all get that strength and blessings from our Lords. Keeping this thought in mind, let us start today's meeting. There is a slight change in the agenda. General Evaluator, please note, Anupama was the first speaker, but I would like, because since Faiza is not here, since she is the evaluator, I would like to take up the first speaker, and then we will continue with Anupama and Faiza. So can we please adopt this agenda? I raise the motion. And can we officially adopt, I, Toastmaster Farisa Ehsan, raise the motion of the change in the agenda of being the first speaker? Can someone second that, please?
Faiza ma'am is there. She came.
She's here now?
I can see
Okay,
her
but she still wants
because
to
it
go
will be difficult for her evaluation and then going back to the speech. So
No, Faiza was the one who wanted this.
okay then. I'll go.
Yeah, actually, I only requested her, but
Okay.
I managed to join now. So Farisa can carry on.
So you want to keep the same?
If you're okay, no issues with me. What you
Okay,
say?
so then we're adopting the agenda as it is. There are no changes in the agenda. Okay. All right. So with this, I would like to call upon our next amazing and dynamic leader. She is, I have named her the impromptu queen of the club. And I'm sure many of us will agree with that. She is an amazing example who has set her goals, and she's working, I wouldn't say slowly, but she's working on a very good space actually. Let's put our hands together to welcome our amazing Toastmaster Vermeet, who is the TMOD of the day. Over to you, Vermeet.
Thank you, Madam President, for putting that pressure on me, because being impromptu is something which I really don't like it. That's the reason I don't participate in evaluation and table topics. But yes, I try to do justice to my whatever role I take. So thank you for that. Now, with this, there are only few of us. I would request everyone to please switch on your cameras and smile. Okay. Now, as you all have seen, today's theme is empowering words. So how do we empower our words? Actually, today, basically, our theme is how we can enhance our speech. And to enhance our speech, we need to empower our words. So, and how we can do that? Really sending these words to the gym? Can we do that? Like we can slim trim and smile because we look better. So can we do that? Yes or no? Can we do that? Unmute. Yes, we can send these words to Jim and empower them, Parisa.
Yes.
I think yes.
Okay.
You can do it, Vermeet, if you want to.
Okay, then that Jim will be Toastmasters. I believe in very much in this quote. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. By what? And I hope everyone agrees. And that's the reason we all have joined this Toastmasters. If you all agree, say yes or no. Nod your heads. Yes or no.
I agree.
I don't
I
need
agree
anyone on their
100%.
phones.
I agree
Thank
100%.
you. Thank you, Toastmaster Asil, for that. And we have started as we have joined Toastmasters, and we are taking different roles to overcome our fears, and taking speech slot is the last option, at least for me, because I get stuck. What topic I should go for? If you feel so, give me thumbs up. If you all also get stuck, what topic we should choose, give me thumbs up. No one? It's only me who gets stuck on what topic I should give my. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Toastmasters. So, with this, I'm sharing some of the tips, I should say, my experiences where we can nail the speech. Is it? Are we going to nail the speech like this?
Good one.
Let's see
Nice
how
one.
we can nail our speech. Let's see. Now, the first thing while taking a speech slot is selecting a topic. What topic we should go for? Now, there are few options we should think while selecting an object or a speech topic. The first one is we can talk about our hobbies. As in, I like to cook food. I tried something new. I tried making a pasta in a different way, not the regular way. I can give a speech on my top hobby. It can be you are singing, if you like singing, if you like joining some concerts. So what was your experience? If you have, you went to a live concert, so you can even share that. So that is one area from where you can select a speech topic. The second is some educational speech. Now you must be wondering, an educational and me? Don't worry. What I believe, everyone is an educator. We teach our kids, our brothers, sisters, our husbands, and if husbands, they give piece of their knowledge to wives, right? So we can talk about any topic that might be helpful to all of us. That will be an educational topic. Maybe you, as I said, my hobby is cooking, and I tried making a pasta. I can give an educational session on how to make a pasta on it. Next is your career. That is one of the most easiest. What happened in your job, what happened in your school, what happened in what your colleague did, or some funny incident while you were going to your job. So these are the topics you can take from your career. Last but not the least is family. How many of you agree you can give your speech on your family, related to your family? Thank you, Asil. Thank you, Faria. Shiraz doesn't agree to any of these, so I'll be waiting for Shiraz's speech next. Now we all know how to select a topic. Now what's next? The script outline. Simple. Introduction. Tell them what you are going to do, what you're going to tell them. Second, the body of your speech. Tell them. The third, conclusion. Tell them what you have told them. It's simple, right? But when it comes to write on a paper and delivering, I am sure everyone is confused. Then what we should do? We should have I suggest we can have a mind map. Suppose I am I'm going to give a speech on my visit to Delhi. Now, what I'm going to talk about, I have just 5 to 7 minutes. So what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to pen down so that it's easier, because there are multiple thoughts that's going on in my head. After penning down, what's the first thing I'm going to talk about? I'm going to talk about what all places I went, I have seen over there. Whenever I go to India, I love shopping. So what all shopping places, or I can give what tips from where you can shop. This was some mind what I can talk about. If you feel you want to add some point, like I can add upon if I meet friends, buy food, it depends on the time limit you have. But there is no harm penning down all those things. Sorry. Now, I am sure you all know how to make a short script of your speech. With this, I will be talking more about how we can enhance our speech within a short time. And I will be introducing the role players who are going to help this meeting run smoothly. The first role player is the grammarian and the R counter, who will be keeping a check on us so that we don't use the words wrong. And he is none other than our coach, a humble person, professional, accounted by profession, and have a long list of if it comes to describe him. Toastmaster Shiraz, over to you. Please explain your role.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Varmit, our Toastmaster of the day. Wonderful explanation, introduction. Thank you very much. I like that picture, R counter. I was laughing by seeing that. Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today I'm playing two roles. I don't know. The first time I think I'm playing a dual role. It's difficult, but I will take the challenge to do my best. First, I'll be the R counter. R counter, as you all know, I'll be noting down during the meeting whoever says more R's, ums. I'm saying a lot of R's, ums. Yes, truly. But I made intention that I will try to reduce as much as possible so that there will be less headache for my R counter. So I hope that you all will reduce less as ums. If you feel that you want making too much ums, the best way is pauses, and you can reduce your ums and crush words. So I'll note it down, and end of the meeting, when general evaluator calls me, I will explain, I'll give my report. And second, I'll be acting as grammarian for today's meetings. The first responsibility is to explain the word of the day. The word of the day is passionate. I like you all to unmute and tell this word once. Is it possible for you all to tell the word passionate? Please.
Passionate. Passionate.
Passionate.
Passionate.
Passionate.
Yes. All except Toastmaster Madhuri.
It's passionate.
Passionate. Great. Passionate. Passionate is very simple word. I mean, by word we can understand. The meaning is having, showing, or causing by strong feelings. Your feelings you are showing in word and actions. This is called passionate. I'll tell you an example. The young Toastmaster was passionate about the speech. The singer is passionate about the music. So accountants are passionate about the accounting standards. I urge, request all you speakers, evaluators during the meeting, whenever it gets opportunity, try to use this word as much as possible. And if you all notice anyone is using this word, please give a thumbs up. And second, my responsibility is note down the good words, good quotes, good sentences during the speeches, and I will note it down. End of the meeting, I will give the report. And in any improvements which I notice, I will give that report also. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiraz. Now with this, we move on to our next role player, and that is the timer. And as our time is running out and jumping out, this person will take care of our time. And as it's me, let me give a short. Okay. I'm the timer for today. I'll be giving my background will be red, yellow, and green as for prepared speeches, and table topic time for table topic speakers and evaluators. Green will be the minimum. Just 1 minute. Once the speaker speaks minimum reaches the minimum time, I will be showing green. Yellow, the mid time, that is an indication that you need to wrap up your speech. And red means time almost up, with the 30-second of grace period to all the speakers. And I'll come back towards the end with my report. Now moving on to the next role player who will help us is our general evaluator, who I can see is making the notes. I would request general evaluator to please unmute and tell us your role.
Hello, good evening. My role is to on the keep an eye on the meeting to give you areas of improvement, and it's my job to take over the evaluation segment, introduce evaluators, the grammarian and counter to give the report, and I also give my report. I've already started running it down. I'll let you know at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, G. And we'll call you back. Now, without wasting a single moment, because I could hear the heartbeat of all the speakers, when my turn will come and when I can finish it and get rid of, right? So I won't take a single minute. I will be calling upon our first speaker, Toastmaster Anupama, who is a teacher by profession, a lovely mother, and such a humble human being. I really fail to understand how she teaches without raising her voice. So, and to evaluate her, we have another dynamic and soft-spoken teacher, Toastmaster Faiza. Over to you for Toastmaster Faiza. Please read her the speech objectives.
Thank you so much, TMOD, Toastmaster Varmeet. And I just love your, the PowerPoint slides which you have, they are very catchy kinds of slides, especially for the evaluator with the pen. So it is really lovely. For being an evaluator of Toastmaster Anupama, who will be giving her level 1 project 3. The purpose statement of her project is for the member to present a speech on a topic, received feedback, and applied the feedback to her second speech. The purpose of a speech is to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from her first speech. So all the very best, Toastmaster Anupama. Looking forward for your wonderful speech. Over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Happiness is a skill we all can train and work on. And it has two attributes: positive thinking and positive actions. So we'll just see the first aspect of that, which is positive thinking. So let me ask you all a question. Are we always happy? Are you always happy? No, right? We're not always happy. If things are going well, going our way, we are happy. But if something goes wrong, we are sad. So, in that case, is our happiness stable or unstable? Unstable, right? Why? Because our happiness depends on some external conditions, and not every time we can control people and circumstances around us. So, we need to stop attributing our happiness to what is going on externally. If we are outsourcing the reason for our happiness, it will be unstable and elusive. So we need to actively cultivate a source of inner peace and happiness which comes from inside of our mind. If our mind is peaceful, we'll be happy regardless of people and circumstances around us. Now, How to get that peaceful state of mind? How can we achieve that peaceful state of mind? It is through meditation. So, meditation is the answer for everything, for all that ail us. Having trouble at work? Try meditation. Struggling with health issues? Meditate. Want to know the purpose of your life? Meditate, which is the mental action of concentrating on the peaceful state of mind. Now, how do we meditate? How can we actually do that? We sit in a quiet room, we close our eyes, and then think of our grocery list. Isn't it? Is that meditation? That ain't meditation. So here comes the problem. The everyday thoughts which is coming into our mind. We must break the train of everyday thoughts which comes into our mind. But the problem is our mind never stops. It wanders half of the time that we are awake. So we'll just take the example of this pandemic just happened. What happened around the world? It was very unfortunate. It was like a war. And people really had to choose between whom to treat, whom not to. WHO declared it a global health emergency. Millions lost their lives, their jobs. Jobs were at stake for many. And we all were worried. We all were worried about our jobs, our financial security, our future. And still we are worried about our loved ones back home in India, isn't it? Yes, we all are worried. Even though we know that worrying doesn't change the situation or help the situation, still we are distressed. Why? Because it is difficult or rather impossible for people like us to have a control on our mind. If I'm asked to keep a focus on my breath for 5 minutes, just without thinking anything else, just to have a focus on my breath, I won't be able to do that. But if you ask me to raise my hands and hold it like that for 5 minutes, yes, I can do that. So the thing is, we are not able to have a control on our mind. So the first aspect, which is the positive thinking, just doesn't work for people like me, because it is difficult to control our thoughts, but we have a better chance to control our actions. So here we'll just try the second attribute, which is the positive actions. So for positive actions, what should we do? Should we lean into work and push ourselves harder to achieve more success, money, and fame? The truth is, happiness doesn't come from the wealth, fame, or hard work. It comes from relationships. Investing your time and heart into relationship around you, no matter if it is at work or neighbors or family or friends, this might be one of the powerful things that you can do. There is this study which is conducted by Harvard University, and the clearest message that we get from the 75 years of the study is that it is not the wealth or the fame or the hard work that kept people happy or healthy. It is not their middle age cholesterol level that predicted how they were going to get older. It is how satisfied they were in their relationship. The people who are socially connected to their family, their friends, or community, they were physically healthier, they have a long life, and they have a long life compared to those who were lonely or less connected. So it's not just the number of friends you have, but it's actually the quality of relationship that matters. So it's better to replace your screen time with people time. Light up a new relationship by doing something new together. Have a long walk or a date night with your loved ones. Be passionate about the people around you. Be passionate about the relationships. That's the true way to happiness. Over to you, Tia Murmi.
Thank you. And wonderful. A big round of applause for you. And a minute of silence. Sorry. A minute of silence for the feedback. Let me know if you'll finish the feedback quickly so we can move on to the next. Once everyone is done, once everyone give the feedback, give the thumbs up so that we can move forward. Okay, thank you. I hope everyone has given the feedback, and now we are moving on.
Toastmaster Varmeet, sorry to interrupt, but before we proceed, I think we have a situation. This link, we will have to join in through another link. I think because this account is going to be used for another meeting. So I will send, Faria, can you send the link in the chat?
We still have time though. I'll send right now. Wait.
So 8:30, right? We need
Yes.
to switch the meeting before 8:30.
Yes. After this speech, we can switch.
So after the speech segment?
Yes. After the upcoming speech.
What's
Yes.
gonna happen after the segment?
This meeting account is, we need to exit and join in through another meeting link, because this account is going to be used for another club meeting, which we didn't. There was
I've
a
sent the
confusion.
link, Asil. I've sent the link to you also, and also to all to our group members. And I've sent it to you. Yes, on WhatsApp. After this segment, we can all join there.
Yeah.
After,
so after
the speech segment,
we will. Okay. Continue.
Okay. Now with this, we move on to our second speaker, who is none other than our Madam President. So let's see what she has today from her box. And to evaluate her is another teacher who is ever smiling with all pressures, and she is science teacher by profession. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Madhuri to read out the speech objective.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, today my target speaker is our president. So she is doing level 4 project 1. And the purpose of her speech is for the member to lead a small team to the completion of a project. The purpose of this project is for the member to lead a small team to the completion of a project. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience leading a team. And the title of her speech is Surprise Me. Over to you. Best wishes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Madhuri. How do you surprise a person who asks for a surprise party during a lockdown? Have you been in a similar situation? If yes, meet me after the meeting. If no, listen to me carefully. Fellow Toastmasters and our guests, my middle child, who was turning 12 last year, in July, came up to me one day and said, "Mom, I want you to have a surprise party planned for me." I replied, "And I want that to be a surprise party." Huh? But how? It's lockdown. And by the time I turned around, she was gone. How can she ask for a surprise party when she knows I'm planning one for her? What's the surprise here? But well, when your kids want something, What do we do as parents? We roll up our sleeves. And that's exactly what I did. I marked the date. I had a week to plan and make this day memorable for her. I had to make a team. I did not want to do this on my own and be the superwoman. Mm-mm. So in my team were my kids, my older son and my younger daughter, and I spoke to some of her cousins to help me out, give me some ideas on what I wanted to do. I assigned tasks because I knew who would be doing which things they're good at, and accordingly, I assigned tasks to them. Like my younger one is very creative. She can come up with amazing ideas of decorations and how to plan and how to cut and make them. She's excellent at that. My son has very good skills of reaching out to people and asking them to do things, help him out, compiling videos. And her cousins are people who are really good at making someone feel special. So they had these amazing ideas on what we could do online to make her feel more happy about that day. And a very special person who came joined our team at the very last minute was a friend's son who is amazingly good at making riddles. That's right. So we had planned a treasure hunt for her where in the house itself, where this guy would give me riddles and I would hide them in places and she would go around looking for her gifts. And last but not the least, my husband and I, who had to buy all those gifts and hide them in nooks and corners around the house. On the day, there are some backdrops that we had to be very careful about. When a person is expecting a surprise party, they're always trying to sneak onto you and listen on what's been planned if they can find out something. And so I had to be very careful not to spill the beans here. But I tried my best, but I don't think I did a very good job. She knew there was something coming up because I was super excited planning it. So I'm sure I've said a few things out loud which she knew was coming. But what she did not know was how it's going to come. And this is what we did. From the time she woke in the morning, we had the riddles placed in places where we knew she would be moving around. And even when she's been there, we did not put all the riddles out at the same time. We put them out throughout the day, one by one, because we knew she would pass by that place, not find anything, and the next minute, maybe another round there for something else, and then she would pick up something. And throughout the day, she kept finding places around the house which kept her busy and kept surprising her that I was just here. This wasn't there before. Where did this come from? Who put this here? How? Oh my God, how can I miss this before? These were some amazing reactions that we got. From all this, well, at the end of the day, we had an amazing online party with all our family members and friends from around the world were able to join. And this was an amazing job which her cousin did, reaching out to people, making sure that the timings works well for everyone and that they're all available there to give her blessings. And my son made he compiled an amazing video with all the birthday wishes from her friends, cousins, family members all around the world, which was amazing. It was done really well. The backdrops here was to keep the party a secret. That was a difficult job for me because, of course, in same rooms, sometimes we were planning and designing. So she figured a few things out. But one thing that I really loved and enjoyed about this, and even discovered about myself, was I'm not a person who is good at surprising people or going out of my way to make someone feel really special. But this child made me come out of my comfort zone and made me do something which I would have not tried on my own if she would have not really asked for it, which made me think to myself, have I done enough to really make someone that happy? And that these small things, if I made an effort, I would also be able to give this kind of an happiness to other family members who have not really come and asked for it, but I should try to do this on my own. And this is the message that I give you all today. If you are that person who can, pick up those small details, do those small gestures for your family members and bring a smile on their face, that's great. But if you're not, if you're one of me who've never made an effort on their own, but if this speech can help you trigger that emotion in you, that push yourself a little bit more and do a little more to make someone happy, then do it now. It is an amazing feeling. It puts you out of your comfort zone. And I discovered that I could do so much more. Just lastly, I want to share this small picture that, which she had while we did this online meeting. The middle one sitting in the middle is my middle child, and those are her siblings on her side. You can see the happiness in her eyes when she was online. She's not expecting this. She just got dressed, and we told her we'll be going out. So this is what this is how it all ended. I do not have a lot of photos to share due to other reasons, but yeah, this is how it was an amazing team and an amazing project. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay, and a big round of applause for you and 1 minute of silence. Okay. Now, with this, we come to an end with our second speaker. Now, I would request everyone to please exit this meeting and rejoin and as soon as possible so that we can continue.